So yeah, so today we are going to study superposition of simple harmonic motions. Okay, so what is this? Let us say one of the simple harmonic motion equation is given to you as y1. Okay, what is that? y1 is given to you as, let's say, a1 sine of omega t. Okay, so one of the simple harmonic motion, or the simple harmonic motion that will cause or a particle which will be given one of the simple harmonic motion has equation y1 is equal to a1 sine omega t. Let us say now there is one more oscillator. Now that oscillator is again going to give this give a different kind of simple harmonic motion to the same particle. Let us say that equation is given to you as y2 is equal to a2 sine omega t plus phi. I believe everybody know the meaning of this. Here phase of this is what? Omega t. Here phase of this equation is what? Omega t plus phi. Okay, a1 is the amplitude of first SHM, a2 is the amplitude of second SHM. Now there are two simple harmonic motion that has been given to a single particle. What will happen to the resultant motion? Now a single particle is there. Now let us say one of the oscillator came. Let's say this is the particle I'm talking about. If you can see that, this is the particle I'm talking about. Okay, and if one of the oscillator came and try to vibrate in this direction with some amplitude a1, right? And now there is one more oscillator which is coming here and trying to oscillate like this. Are you getting this? There is one oscillator like this which is trying to oscillate the same particle in this direction, upward direction, like this. Thoda bada. If you can observe, the amplitude is more here. Now there is one other oscillator which is trying to oscillate in this direction with a chota sa, with a smaller amplitude. So what will be the effect of these two oscillators? Okay, what will be the effect of these two oscillations? If I ask you to combine these effects and give me what will be the resultant motion of the particle if we are going to give two oscillatory motion to a single particle. For that, we use principle of superposition. And what do we write? We write resultant equation, or resultant simple harmonic motion can be written as y is equal to y1 plus y2. Okay, so you have to add them. Now see here, if I ask you to add y1 plus y2, can I say now that will be purely mathematics? a1 sine omega t plus a2 sine omega t plus phi, right? So you have to like add them. You have to use some formula, sine a plus sine b. First you have to decode this as sine a plus b. Then you have to do something of this sort, sine omega t plus sine omega t plus phi. You can consider this as a, this as b. Then sine a plus sine b will be equal to 2 into sine a plus b by 2 into cos a minus b by 2. So you have to like go through that lamba sa process, right? But you can't do that also. Reason? Amplitude is not same. So you'll not be getting sine a plus sine b, right? So there are so many things that you have to do. So what we are going to do that? We are going to take help of vectors. Why? Because when you are going to use this trigonometry method, at the end we used to observe that the resultant value is giving us a kind of conclusion that if we use if we use the application of vectors, or if we consider a1 a2 as vectors, we'll get the same result. Okay, so what we actually assume, I'll be writing those things in some steps. Okay, so karna kya hai? We will assume a1 and a2 as a vector quantity. Okay, kya karna hai? You have to assume a1 and a2 as vector quantity. Yes, Ankita. Yes, Pritesh. Very good. So what is a1, a2? A1 is what? Amplitude of one of the simple harmonic motion. What is a2? Again, the amplitude of second simple harmonic motion. Now, how to decide which one of them should be considered a1, which one of them should be considered a2? Normally, you can consider any one of them, right? But when I'll be drawing a graph, see, not the graph, but the vectors. See, if I ask you to draw those vectors, if I draw a1 like this, if I say this is the a1 vector, now where should I draw the a2 vector, right? So for that we should know the angle between a1 and a2 so that I can draw a2. So for that we consider angle between a1 and a2 will y1 and y2. Okay, what is that? Y1 and Y2. Am I clear? So what will be the angle between A1 and A2 vector? So that will be the phase difference between Y1 and Y2. Okay. What is the phase difference between Y1 and Y2? I'll say, if I ask you what is the phase difference between Y2 and Y1, that means omega t plus phi minus omega t. That means phi here. Okay. Now we know that angles are always considered positive if we consider in anti-clockwise direction, right? So I'll try to follow the same approach here. Now tell me, if I ask you to give me an idea that in this one, which is having the larger phase here, if I say phi is a positive number, can I say that this is having a greater phase, right? So I can say this Y2 is leading Y1 by a phase of phi, okay? So what will I do here? I'll consider the same condition here. I'll say if this is A1, let us draw A2 here. Okay, if I say this one is A2, making an angle, let me draw this with thoda zyada angle, okay, so that it will look fine. If I say this is A2, this vector is A2, what will be the angle between them? Phi. Okay, I'm not getting any chat. Yeah, it is restricted to the host only. So whatever you're going to write, that will be restricted to the host only. Okay. Anyway, so if this is A1, this is A2. So the angle between them will be considered as the phase. What is that phase? Phi. So this is nothing but the value phi. Let me write it here. Phi. I hope it is considered like it is clear to all of you guys. Yes, Harshala, I am assuming the angle. Yeah. So what will be the angle? Angle between A1 and A2? That will be the phase difference between Y1 and Y2. Okay, now, very good. Now, which one of them should I consider A1? Normally, what will I do? We should consider one, or we should consider A1 with smaller phase. Why am I saying so? Because every time we can't have different convention. So what will I do? I'll consider the one with the smaller phase as A1. Okay? The amplitude or the amplitude of the simple harmonic motion, which will have the smaller phase, I'll consider that as A1. And the A2 will lead A1 by the phase difference. That will be given to you. Okay? No, Vismaya, that will not be done. Okay? If you want to ask something, you have to write to the host only. This has been a rule. This has been a rule that have been put through. I'll discuss those things at the end of the class. Okay, don't worry. Okay. So this is A1. Please don't disturb, guys. Let me first complete this. This is A1. This is A2. Okay. So why I'm saying that you should consider A1 as with the small phase, because if you are considering A1 with the small phase, now it will make sense that A2 is what? Leading by phi. Okay. So always do this. It will give you correct answer. There will not be any confusion. And guys, please don't expect anything that this is a kind of concept that should be taught first. This is a kind of method. What is this? This is a method. To simplify the calculation, this is the method that we are using. Okay. There is no any link. No one can teach you why we are going to use that. Yeah. The reason for that is there is a similarity in the result. Okay. So once I'll do that now, since we have considered them as vectors, now what will be the resultant amplitude of resultant equation? So I'll say that resultant of these two vectors will give the value of resultant amplitude. Okay. So resultant of these two vectors will give us the resultant amplitude. Okay. Chalo. So now tell me, what is the formula for resultant of two vectors? Okay. What is the formula for resultant of two vectors? So actually you can't write that here. Let me answer that for you. So we know that if you are going to add a vector as, or if I'm saying that resultant will be A1 plus A2. So I'll let a vector will be equal to A1 plus A2. What will be the magnitude of A? I'll say square root of A1 square plus A2 square plus 2A1 A2 cos of phi, right? This is the formula for resultant of two vectors, right? If R is A plus B, we write resultant as square root of A square plus B square plus 2AB cos theta, where theta is the angle between A and B. That is what I have written here. If A is A1 plus A2, so A will be equal to square root of A1 square plus A2 square plus 2A1 A2 cos of phi. Here, what is the phi? If you see the concept of phasor vector, then phi can be written as the angle between A1 and A2 vector. If you are going to talk about phi in terms of simple harmonic motion, I'll say phi is the phase difference into y2 and y1. Okay, am I clear to all of you guys till this point? Please click yes if you understood this. Okay, okay. Thank you guys. Now, so resultant of A1 and A2 will give us the resultant amplitude. Let me draw that resultant vector for you also. Okay, so let us say this is that resultant vector. This is that resultant vector we are talking about. So this is what A vector. Now, if I'm saying the resultant is A vector, can I say this resultant will make some angle, make some different angle with A1 as well? So what will be the direction of that A? So let us call that as alpha. Let us call that as alpha. Now, how do we write the angle made by resultant with first vector? So for that, we have a formula as tan alpha. If alpha is the angle made by the resultant with first vector, we write second vector into sine of theta. What is theta? Phi divided by first vector plus second vector into cos of angle between them, that is phi. Right guys, this is the angle, this is the formula for angle made by the resultant with first vector. If I ask you what is the angle, what is the tan of the angle made by the resultant vector is second vector, then I would have written as A1 sine theta divided by A2 plus A1 cos theta, right? That is the formula. Now, what are the things that we needed actually? We needed A value, I got it. Now, because of the resultant, some phase will change. So what will the change in phase? Can I say that? Whatever the phase this Y1 was having, this A will have a difference of phase by phi, by an alpha. So the phase difference between Y1 and the resultant wave will be what? Alpha. So we are going to write that resultant wave, sorry, not wave, resultant simple harmonic motion will be written as resultant amplitude into sine of omega t. Now, few of you might have a doubt that sir, why this omega will not change? There is a very simple reason. Omega will only change when you are changing the source. We are not changing the source, so what will happen? Omega will remain constant. Now, plus because of this resultant, because of this addition, what has happened to the resultant amplitude or resultant SHM? What has happened? Now this A is what? At an angle of alpha with A1. That means phase difference between Y and Y1 is alpha. So I'll add alpha. What is alpha? So phase difference between, or I can write like this. Let me write it like this. Phase of Y1 plus angle alpha. I can write like this. So please do remember this, okay? So Y will be equal to resultant amplitude sine of phase of Y1 plus alpha. And if you ask me to write it here, what will be the answer? So I'll write this as Y is equal to A into sine of, what was the phase of Y1? Phase of Y1 was omega t. So I'll put it here. So phase of Y1 was omega t plus alpha. Now, you know all the values. This is the answer for resultant simple harmonic motion. Okay. Prakriti sir, please repeat last point. Okay. See, why? Which point you want me to repeat? This point, bacha, or this point? This point, right? Okay. Okay. See, when I'm asking you to write the resultant equation, we write resultant equation as resultant amplitude. That means A into sine of phase of A. Sorry, phase of Y1. Why I'm saying phase of Y1? Because when you observe this phasor vector, what is the angle between these two vectors? When we assume the angle between them is phi, what does that mean? What is this phi? The phase difference, right? If I'm having a vector A and the angle made by A with A1 is alpha, that means phase difference between A and A1 is alpha, right? So here angle is denoting the phase difference, right? So when A1 and A2 were making an angle phi with each other, I told that phase difference between A2, but that means Y1 and Y2 is 5. When this A is making an angle alpha with A1, I will say Y and A1 is having phase difference of alpha. Okay. Gaurav, please revise vectors. Okay. Please revise. Okay. That is the one of the basic formula for the angle made by the resultant with any of the vector. Okay, Gaurav. Chalo. So please do remember this. How we are going to write that? Y is equal to resultant amplitude into sine of phase of Y1 plus alpha. Here, what is phase of Y1? Go to the first slide. Phase of Y1 is omega t. So put the value here, omega t. Okay. Plus, what is the phase difference between this and this? That is alpha. So alpha here. Okay. We can't write tan alpha, bacha. Vijay, please revise vectors. Okay. Please go and revise the formula for vectors. Okay. Chalo. Let me solve a numerical for you so that you can understand it clearly. Let me take an example here. Okay. So you have to find, let me take an example like this. Y1 is equal to 3 sine omega t. Let me write like this, omega t only. And Y2 is equal to 3 sine omega t plus pi by 3. Okay. So Y1 is 3 sine omega t and Y2 is 3 sine omega t plus pi by 3. Now my question is, find the resultant equation of simple harmonic motion. So you have to find the resultant equation of simple harmonic motion. Okay. Chalo. Try to find it. No, let me find it first. Okay. Then I'll give you a question so that you can find. So let me give you an approach first. Okay. So Y1 is equal to 3 sine omega t given to us. Y2 is equal to 3 sine omega t plus pi by 3 is given to us. We have to find the resultant equation of simple harmonic motion. So what will I write as Y? Y will be written as Y1 plus Y2. How we are going to solve this? We are going to solve this using superposition principle. So what will I do? I will consider one of them as A1 and other one as A2. Which one of them will be considered A1? Please don't try to take screenshots. Don't try to waste my time and yours time also, okay? These notes, all the notes will be uploaded on the link, on the drive link. So don't try to waste your time while taking the screenshot here, okay? Chalo. So Y1 is given to us, Y2 is given to us. So how do we decide which one should be considered A1 and which one should be considered A2? The one which will have the lesser phase should be considered A1, and one which is having the larger phase will be considered A2. Now tell me, what is phase of Y1 here? Omega t. What is phase of Y2 here? Omega t plus pi by 3. Pi by 3. So which is having larger phase? Y2. Which is having smaller phase? Y1. So what is the which one should be considered A1? This 3. Okay. Chalo. But luckily here A1, A2 both of them are same here. So A1 is what? 3 here, and again A2 is what? Again 3 here. So amplitude of both the simple harmonic motions are given to us and they are the same. Now let us draw the diagram here first. Okay. So A1 is this one. So this is what? A1. Now which is A2? A2 will be leading. See, what is the phase difference between Y1 and Y2? Pi by 3. Phase difference between Y and Y2 is, let me write that. Phase difference between Y2 and Y1 is omega t plus pi by 3 minus omega t. That means pi by 3. So phase difference is what? Pi by 3. So A2 will be what? Leading this. A2 will be leading A1. Okay. So A2 will be leading A1. This is A2. The angle made by A2 with A1 will be pi by 6. So this is the phasor vector that we are going to draw. Now tell me, what will be the value of A? A will be written as A1 vector plus A2 vector. What will be the magnitude of A vector here? So magnitude of A vector will be written as square root of A1 square plus A2 square plus 2A1 A2 cos of phi, right? This is the formula for A. Now let us put the values. Square root of A1 कितना है? What is the value of A1? A1 A2 both of them are same. So 3 square plus 3 square plus 2 into 3 square into cos of, what is the angle? Okay, I think I have made a mistake here. It was pi by 3. I have written here pi by 6. So it was pi by 3. Okay, no problem. So into cos of pi by 3. Now let us solve this. Can I say that this is nothing but 3 square plus 3 square plus 2 into 3 square cos pi by 3. Cos 60 is 1 by 2. So 1 into 1 by 2. This 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So I'll be getting 3 root 3. That means 3 into 3 square, cos square root. That means I'll be getting 3 root 3. So what is the resultant amplitude? 3 root 3. Now, what will be the phase difference between y and y1? So let us find that tan alpha. What will be tan alpha? How do we find that tan alpha? So A2 into sine of phi divided by A1 plus A2 into cos of phi. So what is A2 here? 3. What is sine? Sorry, what is phi here? Pi by 3 divided by A1 again 3 plus A2 again 3. Put the values into cos of pi by. Okay, so you have to solve this. When you solve this, I don't think you'll get a standard angle here. Okay, do you think you'll get a standard angle here? I don't think so. Okay, so what is that angle, Samir? I don't think you'll get a standard angle that will be known to you. You have to use some kind of, it will be, see, 3 into, if I take 3 as out, you'll get something like this. Let me solve this only. 3 into sine pi by 3 is what? Root 3 by 2 divided by. I have taken 3 as out, so 3 will get cancelled out in the numerator and denominator as well, and get 1 plus cos pi by 3 is 1 by 2, right? So I'll be getting root 3 divided by 2 plus 1. That means 3. So 1 by root 3. Acha, I'm getting some standard angle. Okay, yeah, correct. Thank you guys. So I'll be getting 1 by root 3. So what is the value of alpha? Alpha is nothing but pi by 6. Yeah, it is correct now. No problem. Yeah, both of them are having equal amplitude. So resultant will be making equal angle with each one of them. That is why pi by 6 has come. Okay. So alpha is what? Pi by 6. Now what should be the resultant equation? Y should be written as resultant amplitude. What is that? 3 root 3 into sine of, what is the phase of y1? Phase of y1 is omega t. Put it here. Omega t plus, what is the value of alpha? Pi by 6. So this is the resultant equation of simple harmonic motion. Guys, click yes if you understood this. Okay, thank you. Let me write a question for you so that you can also practice. Question. Okay, so the amplitude of the vibrating particle, the amplitude of the vibrating particle due to superposition of two simple harmonic motions, y1 is equal to sine omega t plus pi by 3 and y2 is equal to sine omega t is option A 1, option B square root 2, option C square root 3, option D 2. Guys, please try to solve this question. Again, the same approach here. Put the value of A1 into different. That's it. If amplitudes are different, put the different values of A1 into. You get the same answer. Okay, let me launch a poll. I didn't launch a poll. Sorry, guys. Okay. Yes. So I've launched a poll now. I think you can see the poll now. What happened, Vismay? Okay, ठीक है. चलो. Okay. Yeah, I'm getting C options. Okay. चलो देखते हैं कितना आंसर आता है. Let us see. Atharva, again you are doing the same thing. That means you don't remember the formula for resultant of two vectors. Atharva, is it correct that you don't remember the formula? Atharva, do you remember the formula for resultant of two vectors? If you are asking me to scroll up for a second, that means you need that formula. That means you don't remember that. Let me do that for you. Okay. But now few of them will not, you cannot see the questions actually. Okay. I think you have copied now. Let me go to the actual question. Okay. Let me end the poll for you. Should I end the poll? Okay. Visma is saying C. Chalo. Yes, I have ended the poll because this was very easy question, so I didn't want to spend much of a time here. Okay. So let me solve this for you, and if you have got the answer, verify it. If you didn't get the correct answer, try to understand it. Okay. So the amplitude of the vibrating particle due to superposition of two simple harmonic motions, and both of them are given to us. Y1 is this, Y2 is this. Very very simple question. Okay. ऐसे निकालेंगे. What is the value of A here, guys? That A will be written as square root of A1 square plus A2 square plus 2 A1 A2 cos of phi. Now in this question, what is the value of phi? Omega t plus phi, right? Plus pi by 3. So I will consider this as what? A1. Okay. However, this is Y2 given to you. That is why I'm saying. Okay. Or you have to reverse that. But always I'm telling you this, always consider the same. This is considered as A1. So iske hisab se kaam karna. Okay. So what is the value of A1 A2 here? So put the value. What is A1? So 1 plus what is A2? Again here is also 1. So 1 square is 1 plus 2 into A1 A2, that means 1 cos of what is the angle between this and this? What is the difference, phase difference between Y1 and Y2? So omega t plus pi by 3 and omega t. What is the answer? Pi by 3. So put the value pi by 3. Okay. So 2 plus 2 into cos pi by 3 is what? 1 by 2 square root of this. So what is the answer? Square root 3. Right? Correct, hai guys? Is this correct or this is wrong? Okay, let me ask you with yes or no. This answer is correct, or yeah, this is correct or this is wrong? Correct. If this is correct, click yes. If this is wrong, click no. क्या question पूछ रहा हूँ? Is it? Yeah, this is so confusing. Okay, ठीक है. Anyway, you got it. Actually, this is correct. You don't have to worry about that. Okay. If reference would have been given to you, then something would have been different. But here we have to find the amplitude. Amplitude only. You don't have to worry about that. Phase difference between them is what? Pi by 3. Sometimes you might have a feeling like this. Sir, what if I consider this as the Y2 and this as the Y1? So phase difference, if I find phase difference as like this, omega t minus omega t plus pi by 3. I can also find the phase difference like this. Okay. So I'll get minus pi by 3. Then you'll say, sir, phi is minus pi by 3. Will the answer doesn't the answer change? I'll say no, it will not change. Why? Because cos pi by 3 and cos minus pi by 3, they are having the same value, right? So the value for amplitude will not change. Okay, chalo. So don't worry about that. So that is why I'm telling you, don't think in this way. Always follow that particular method. Okay, whatever the assumption you are having, whatever the convention you have followed, you have made, follow that throughout the process. Okay, you'll get the correct answer. Now let us solve one more numerical here. Question number 2. Okay, so question is, two simple harmonic motions, y1 is equal to a sin omega t and y2 is equal to a cos omega t, okay, are superimposed on a particle. So particle has been given two simple harmonic motions, okay, of mass m. The total mechanical energy the total mechanical energy of the particle is? Option A, half m omega square a square. Option B, m omega square a square. Option C, 1 by 4 m omega square a square. Option D, 0. Okay. Yeah. So please solve this question, guys. I'm launching a poll for you. Don't worry, Navni. We'll solve decent number of numerical where we will find alpha also. Don't worry about that. Yes, Mitesh, you are correct. Vector angle must be taken when either their heads are coinciding or their tails are coinciding. That is correct. What is your point here? Guys, come on, solve this. Okay, how many of you remember the formula for total mechanical energy? Click yes if you remember the formula, click no if you don't remember the formula. How many of you remember the formula for total mechanical energy of a particle undergoing simple harmonic motion? Guys, please be honest. If you remember it, please click yes. If you don't remember it, please click no. Okay, Sashwat, Dhruv. Okay, they're quite few. Okay. There's so many guys who don't remember the formula. Okay. Chalo, then we can't solve this question. Vijay Lakshmi, you are getting 2. Okay, m should be there, na? 2 omega m omega square a square. Okay. Lock करके रखो. Let us see. Okay, Hari Prakash is saying m omega square a square. Okay, there's so many options. There's so many of you saying option B is correct. Okay, yes. In the poll section, I'm getting A. Okay, A is say 35% of you saying A, and 45% of you saying B. 9 and 11% they are saying C and D respectively. Okay, in the chat section, everybody is saying option B only. What is going on in the chat? There is a kind of consistency in the chat section. Chalo. Should I end the poll? Okay, let me end the poll, guys. Okay, so I have ended the poll. So 52% of you are saying option B, and 31% of you saying option A, and 8 and 9% C and D respectively. Okay, we have to find the total mechanical energy of the particle. What is the formula for total mechanical energy of the particle undergoing simple harmonic motion? So total mechanical energy of a particle undergoing simple harmonic motion is half into K into A square. Yes, Vijay Lakshmi, Pooja, very good. So half into K into A square. If I ask you to write K in terms of F and omega, M and omega, I'll write that as K can be written as M into omega square. Okay, so M omega square A square. So what is the formula? This A is what? Amplitude. So let me write this with capital A. So capital A square, capital A square. So this is the formula for total mechanical energy of a particle undergoing simple harmonic motion. Now, do we know the value of A here? If we know the value of A here, we can answer it clearly. Okay, but do we know the value of A here? Here we have to find the total mechanical energy of the particle, which is going to oscillate, which is going to perform simple harmonic motion because of two oscillators. Okay, so we have to find the resultant amplitude. So what is the resultant amplitude? How do you find the resultant amplitude? So resultant amplitude is nothing but square root of A1 square plus A2 square plus 2A1 A2 cos phi. What is A1 here? A. What is A2 here? A only. So let me write this as A resultant to avoid confusion. Okay, let me write this as A resultant. okay, and A resultant, AR. So A square plus A square plus 2 into A square into cos of. What is the angle between them or the phase difference? Now, some of you will say, sir, phase difference is 0. How many of you say phase difference is 0? Guys, click yes if you consider phase difference as 0. Click no if you say phase difference is not 0. Okay, I'm waiting for, okay, very good. 80, more than 80, okay, more than 85 of you are saying no. And there's so many answers in the chat also, okay. So no has crossed 100 mark. Okay, okay, very good, guys. But still there are few who are saying yes, the phase difference is 0. 19 of you are saying yes, and there are few in the chat also, they're saying yes. See, whenever you are going to find the phase difference, you should consider the phase difference when you are going to find the phase difference. So you should consider the phase of each SHM when they are being expressed in the same trigonometric ratio. If you are saying this is sine, then this should also be sine. So first you have to convert this y2 in terms of a sine of something. Okay. So what will be y2? Let me write that here. So y1 is equal to a sine omega t. What will be y2? It is a cos omega t. How can we convert cos into sine? So I can write this as a into, if I convert this into sine, we should add or subtract pi by 2. Here, if I add pi by 2, there will not be any problem. Why? Because sine pi by 2 plus theta is what? When you are going to add pi by 2 or subtract pi by 2, sine will become cos. So you'll write this as a into cos of omega t. But what will be the sign? The sign will depend on the position or depend on the quadrant in which this angle is lying. So pi by 2 plus theta is lying in second quadrant. In second quadrant, sign is what? Positive. So positive. That means I can easily write this a cos omega t as a sin omega t plus pi by 2. Now tell me, what is the phase difference here? Can I say phase difference is nothing but pi by 2. So here phase difference is pi by 2. So now I have to put the phase difference as pi by 2 here. What is cos pi by 2? That is 0. So this term will become 0. So I'll get this as square root 2a. So AR is equal to square root 2a. Now put the values. So mechanical energy will be written as half into m into omega square into root 2a square. Can I say root 2 square is 2? So 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So what is the answer? M omega square a square. So the answer is B. Yes, guys. There's so many guys who have gone for this option B. Very good, guys. Keep it up. Sanjana, I can't go like this, bacha. Sorry to tell you this, but you have to be more specific. We can't do like this. There are 300 participants. I can't be doing like this. Okay, so please be more specific. Sorry to say that, but please be more specific with your doubt. Okay, which part you didn't understand, which part you want me to explain again. Okay. So for that, what do we have to find? If you understand this, mechanical energy formula is this one. So our main aim was to find the resultant amplitude. Okay, so you have to find the resultant amplitude, and the formula for that is this one. Here amplitude is given to us, A1A2 is given to us. What was the unknown here? What was the thing that was not given clearly? That was the phi. How do we need to find the value of phi? By converting y1 and y2, by converting the function y1 and y2 in the same form. That means if this is sine, you have to convert this form also in sine. So I have converted a cos omega t into sine form. So I can write this a cos omega t as a sine omega t plus pi by 2. Now I'll get phi as pi by 2. So put the value here. So third term will become 0 because cos pi by 2 is 0. Now this is what? Root 2a. Now what is the formula for mechanical energy? Half into m into omega square into amplitude square. What is the amplitude here? Root 2a. So root 2a whole square. So root 2a square क्या हो जाएगा? 2 and 2 will cancel. What is the answer? M omega square a square. Okay. चलो. Now let me go to a next question for practice. So let me give you one more question here. I have copied it for you guys. थोड़ा ध्यान से करना, okay? If you have understood the concept, so find the equation of motion of the particle due to superposition of two SHM. That means two simple harmonic motions, where y1 is given to you as 3 sine omega t plus pi by 3, and y2 is given to you as 3 sine omega t plus 5 pi by 6. Options given to you are, this is 3 square root 2 sine of omega t plus pi by 4. Option B is given to you as 3 square root 2 into sine of omega t plus 7 pi by 12. Option C, 3 sine of omega t plus pi by 4. And option D, 3 square root 3 into sine of omega t plus 7 pi by 12. So this is the question that you have to solve. Guys, please take your time. I'm going to give you exactly 3 minutes to solve this question, okay? So do whatever you want to do. Do as many mistakes, commit as many mistakes as you can, but try to solve this question in 3 minutes, okay? This is the first time you're solving this kind of question. That is why I'm giving you 3 minutes here, okay? So the poll has been started. Already 10 seconds is gone. Ritesh, you are saying option C. Thoda ठीक से देखो. I think you have done thoda sa little छोटू सा mistake. Okay, I'm getting options A and B. Most of you are saying option A and B. 39. Okay, it's a kind of fight going on between option A and B. Guys, first find the amplitude, then find the angle alpha. Okay. Aishwarya, please try to solve it. Aishwarya, please use your pen and notebook. Baswaraj, did you get the answer? Which option did you get? Now Baswaraj has muted himself. Okay, Vismay is saying option B. Okay, let's see whether this is correct or not. Sashwat, what will be the resultant amplitude, bacha? Please write in the chat. Okay, you are getting option C. Okay, that means 3 is the amplitude you are getting. Okay. Vijay Lakshmi, if you are not getting the poll, if something is wrong, you can write that in the chat section. Okay. Vishrut, if you want to use that formula, you're most welcome, bacha. You can do that. You will feel the pain. If you want to do that, you can do that. No problem. But you'll get to know what is problem in using that formula. Where 3 and 3, if they are the same, you can use that. But what if the amplitude are different? That will be a problem. Okay, you can use that, no problem. Sin A plus sin B. If amplitudes are same, but if I change the amplitude, इधर से धुआं निकलने लगेगा. चलो, I'm getting so many option A and B. So very few of you are going for option C and D. But most of you have gone for option A and option B. Okay, so it's 2 minutes 28 seconds. Okay, 30 more seconds left. Yeah, Prashant, you can't do that. Whatever you want to write, you can write that, and those messages only be sent to the host and co-host. That means the coordinators, the teachers can only see your chat. Okay. Yes, Prashant, you are writing that, na? You are already posting those things. Yeah, I'm not able to do that. I'm getting that, na? That is what you have to do. Whatever, when you are writing that chat, whatever you're writing, that will come to me, Avinav sir. That will not go to anybody. Okay, Pritish is saying, please lock A. Okay. Let us see if that is A. So this is your final answer, Pritesh. Okay, Prajwal is saying A pakka. Sir, not getting the poll. So don't get the poll. Write that on the chat. Answer that in the chat. Okay, okay, 100% correct. Okay, Pritesh, good. Like I'll give you a kudos for your confidence, but let us see whether that is correct or not. Vijay Lakshmi, what is your answer? You are eating the pen. A, B, C, D. A. Okay. Abhishek Patil, what is your answer? Okay, can you show that finger like on the camera? I can't see that. A, B. Okay, B. Your answer is B. Gagan, what is your answer? Gagan T. Can you hear me, Gagan? He's doing like this. What happened? Chalo, chalo. There are so many answers. Let me solve this. Okay, I've given enough time to all of you. So the solution for this question is as follows. Okay, let us find the value of A first. Now, first, what do you have to check? Whether both of them are written in the same trigonometric function or not. Both of them are in the sine form. Okay, what is the value of phi here? So, which is having the greater value? This is having the greater, this is having the smaller value. So, phi will be 5 pi by 6 minus pi by 3. Pi by 6 is what? 30. 30 into 5, 150. Minus pi by 6, that is 30. Sorry, 60. 150 minus 60 is 90 degree. That means pi by 2. You can solve this using that 6 LCM like सब कुछ. But थोड़ा जल्दी में कुछ one few of the things that you understand in a better way like this one. So 5 will be pi by 2. Got it. Now, what is the resultant amplitude? Square root of A1, 3, 3 square. A2, 3 square plus 2 into A1, A2. That means 3 square into cos of angle pi by 2. No problem. Cos pi by 2 is 0. So this term will 0. Square root of 3 square plus 3 square is what? 2, 3 square cos square root. That means 3 root 2. So those who are going for option C and D, actually you are absolutely wrong. थोड़ा बहुत बड़ा ब्लेंडर किया होगा. इतना बड़ा गलती किया तुमने. बाल्टी भर के गलती किया. मतलब क्या बताऊं तुम्हें? तो भांग खा के आए हो क्या बिल्कुल? So हाँ आइयो समृद्धा. So बहुत बड़ा गलती किया तुमने. आगे से मत करना. ठीक है? This might cost you -5 marks. Okay, -1 that is the negative marking, and +4 mark that you would have got. So that is the potential loss. So you'll be losing 5 marks for these kind of small mistakes. Don't do that. Okay. Now let us go to the angle alpha. How we are going to find the angle alpha? So angle alpha will be equal to tan alpha will be equal to A2 sin alpha. So A2, so not A2 sin alpha, A2 sin phi divided by, don't worry Tanmay, I'll tell you the meaning of bhang, okay? So A1 plus A2 cos of phi is equal to, now what is A2 here? What is A2 here? The amplitude of the simple harmonic motion which is having larger phase. So here this is the value of this is the value of A2, this is the value of A1. However, here A1 and A2 both of them are same. So let us write that same. So 3 into sine of pi by 2 divided by 3 plus 3 into cos of pi by 2. So what will I get here? 1. Sine pi by 2 is 1, cos pi by 2 is 0. So I'll get tan alpha is 3 by 3. That means 1. That means alpha is pi by 4. See, those who have got this answer A, they have missed one part. And what is that part? You missed this part. Yeah. Phase of y1 plus alpha. What is phase of y1 here, bacha? What is phase of y1? This is y1, na? This is the smaller phase. What is phase of y1? Omega t plus pi by 3. Don't say only omega t. Yes, correct, Hari Prakash. You got it. So here y will be equal to 3 square root 2 into sine of. What is phase of y1? Phase of y1 is omega t plus pi by 3. तो पहले उसको लिखने का omega t plus pi by 3. Now plus angle alpha. What is alpha? Pi by 4. And when you simplify this, what is pi by 3 plus pi by 4? LCM will be 12. So you'll be getting 4 pi plus 3 pi divided by 12. That means 7 pi by 12. So final answer will be 3 square root 2 into sine of omega t plus 7 pi by 12. So this is the correct answer. And this will give us option B is the correct answer. 51% of you have voted for answer A. Only 33% of you have voted for answer B. Okay. Yeah, there has been some mistake. Yeah, no, it was not blender. Thoda sa mistake. It happens to everybody. Yeah. Kutesh, did you get it? Okay, Varsha. Yeah. Yes. Prajwal, you were also saying correct sir, lock करो sir, पता नहीं क्या क्या बोल रहा था. Yeah, it is silly mistake. Last step once again, Chaitana. See, what is that last step I'm talking about? Whenever you're going to write the final equation, always consider like this. Final equation कैसे लिखोगे? A into, that means resultant amplitude, into sine of phase of the first vector plus angle alpha. What is phase of first vector, bacha? Phase of first vector is omega t plus, let me use a omega t plus pi by 3. So phase of first vector is omega t plus pi by 3 plus angle alpha. What is alpha? Pi by 4. Now we know how to sum it up. So pi by 3 plus pi by 4 will be 7 pi by 12. Okay. Chalo, ठीक है. What is this, sir? As amplitude in y1, y2 are same, as the general equation is A. No. Why are you going to do like that? If they're having the same amplitude, but they're not having the same phase, na? See, Virish, if they're having the same amplitude and if they're having the same phase, then resultant will also have the same amplitude. Is it correct? No, that is also not correct. Okay, so don't think like this. If they're having the same amplitude and resultant is having the same amplitude also, then the angle between them should be 120 degree. Okay, मैं कराऊंगा, question कराऊंगा, don't worry. Okay, so let me add one more question for you guys, so that we should practice one more question. ये थोड़ा आया, हाँ ये थोड़ा अच्छा सवाल है, अच्छे से करना. So find the equation, or let me change the question again. Find the maximum velocity of particle due to superposition of two simple harmonic motions, two SHM, and they are y1 is equal to 4 sine pi t plus pi by 3, and y2 is equal to minus 4 into sine of pi t, only pi, ठीक है. So options are 4 pi, no, not 4 pi, आसान हो जाएगा. Options are 3 pi, and then 4 pi, then let's say 4, and then 5 pi. Yeah. So you have to get the maximum velocity of the particle, which will occur because of the superposition of two simple harmonic motions, and equation of individual simple harmonic motion is given to us as y1 is equal to this is 4 sine pi t plus pi by 3, and y2 is minus sine pi. डरने का नहीं, जो बताया है वैसे ही करने का. Whatever I have taught you, use the same concept, you'll get the answer. Yes, I have taken always reference as the phase. We have always taken the reference for the equation or for the SHM which is having the lesser phase. तो वहाँ से बोलेंगे ना, like if you are having the least phase as let's say omega t, and if the second equation is having omega t plus 5, तो मैं बोलूँगा second SHM is leading the first by 5. Okay, if resultant is having a phase of omega t plus alpha, then I can say from first vector, from first SHM, the resultant is leading by alpha. So that is the best way to do that. Okay, if you know the minimum, now whatever the value that will be higher than that, that will be easier to explain. Yes, I am doing that. Yeah, I got carried away by the doubt asked by one of you. Yeah, I have launched a poll here. Now you can use the poll also. I am going to give maximum 2 minutes here. Okay. Yeah, few of you are already answering. Yes, Prajwal, now I think you will get the poll. I think, yeah, 79% of you have already answered. Not 79% of you. Whatever, like 50 of you have already answered here in the poll. Few of you have answered in the chat also. Sir, is A1 4? I don't know, bacha. If I give you that hint, na, to solve kar le. Yeah, A1 is 4 only, yeah. That I can give. It's given, na. A1, A2, see, this is one of the amplitude, this is the other amplitude. You are getting 4 root 3 pi. नहीं, मुझे तो नहीं लगता. Let's see क्या होता है. Which is not clear, बच्चा. Okay, now I think it is clear. Okay, I'm getting B options in the chat. What happened, Vismay? क्या हुआ? कुछ नहीं. Aditya, you're not getting poll from the starting of the class. It happens to some of you sometime. Don't worry. You can respond to me using the chat section, okay? Okay, 4 root 3 pi. Okay, one of you is saying, okay. Vismay is saying option B. Let me see some of you. और कौन-कौन है? Chetan HR, good to see you, bacha. What is the answer? Purvam. What is the answer? Purvam, what is the answer? Okay, B. Chetan, what is the answer? Okay, B. Victory sign. Gopal Krishna, what is the answer? B. Abhishek Patil, what is the answer? Okay, very good. B. Sashwat, what is the answer, bacha? Can you? A, B. Okay, C. Very good. Krishna, Chandrika. Okay, Krishna, what is the answer? B. Chandrika. Okay, B. Yeah, there's so many B. Yeah, correct. Harshala, what is the answer, bacha? Okay, most of you are saying option B only. There is one. Okay, there's so many guys. Okay, there are 2 little boys who are answering the question. Aditya Kulkarni. Who is Aditya Kulkarni? Raise your hand. Who is that? I can see 3 of. Okay, there are 2 kids. Okay, chalo solve करते हैं. बाद में तुमसे बात करता हूँ. I'll talk to you later. So let me end the poll here. Yeah. So I have given more than 2 minutes here. So yeah, okay. 125 of you are saying option B is the correct answer in the poll section, and in chat there's so many guys who are saying option B again. Okay, ठीक है. So let me solve this for you. बहुत आसान है बच्चा. खाली एक चीज का ध्यान देना. क्या करना है? What is y1 here? So y1 is given to us as 4 sine pi t plus pi by 3. What is y2 here? Now here minus is there. Okay. So please don't consider the phase when they are not in the same condition. So how can I convert this? How can I include that minus? So I'll write this as 4 into sine of pi by t plus pi. Can you write like this? Sine pi plus theta is nothing but minus sine theta. So actually I have written the same thing here. Now concentrate or now compare the phases. Now what is the phase difference here? Now I can say which is having the larger phase. Here phase is pi t plus pi. Here phase is pi t plus pi by 3. So this will be considered as A2. This will be considered as A1. So phi will be pi t plus pi minus pi t plus pi by 3. So pi minus pi by 3, that is 2 pi by 3. What is the amplitude? So A will be equal to square root of A1 square plus A2 square plus 2 A1 A2 cos phi. So 4 square plus 4 square plus 2 into 4 square cos of 2 pi by 3. Now who will answer this? What is cos 2 pi by 3? Guys, please write in the chat section. What is cos 2 pi by 3? 2 pi by 3 is nothing but 120. So cos 120 is what? Minus 1 by 2. Correct? So if you use that, I'll be getting 4 square plus 4 square minus 4 square cos square root. So answer will be 4 here. So amplitude is 4. Now tell me, what is the maximum velocity of a particle undergoing simple harmonic motion? That is nothing but a omega, right? Value is a omega. So maximum velocity is nothing but a omega. What is a here? Let me write that a omega. A is 4. What is the value of omega? The coefficient of time is nothing but omega. So here what? Pi is that value. So pi. So answer is 4 pi. So option B is the correct answer for this question. Yes. Yeah, most of you got the correct answer. Very good, guys. Chalo. आगे बात करते हैं. No, A to C. When we talk about amplitude, na, we don't talk about amplitude in negative sign. Na. Amplitude is the distance from the mean position. Okay, it can go in positive direction also, it can go in negative direction also. चलो आगे बात करते हैं हम लोग. Let us go to next question. So now I'll give you one question with variable with different amplitudes. Okay. So if y1 is given to you as 3 sine omega t and y2 is given to you as 4 cos omega t, very simple question. Approach will remain exactly the same. Okay. So resultant equation of motion will be option A, 5 sine omega t plus 37 degree. Okay. B, 3 sine omega t plus 37 degree. Option C, 4 sine omega t plus 53 degree. And option D, 5 sine omega t plus 53 degree. Guys, go for this. Let me know what is the correct answer. Omega is nothing but when you write the equation of simple harmonic motion, you always write equation as what? Y is equal to A sine omega t plus some initial phase constant phi. So what is omega? The coefficient of t. What is omega here? What is the coefficient of time here? Phi. What is the coefficient of time here? Phi. So omega is nothing but phi. Sorry, not phi, pi. So coefficient of time t here is pi. Coefficient of time t here is pi. So omega is t. Okay. Pritesh is saying lock D. चलो देखते हैं लॉक करते हैं. फोनो फ्रेंड करना चाहता है क्या? Okay. In the poll section, I'm getting very less responses. Guys, come on, solve this. चलो जल्दी जल्दी solve करो. Okay. अभी like one of you were saying okay C. Vismay is saying C. Okay. Purvam is under stress. Okay, we cannot waste lifeline for simple questions. Okay, okay, we cannot waste lifeline. Okay, ठीक है, very good, Pritesh. You should not do that. Yeah, yeah, ठीक है. Jagdish, okay, no, one answer you have to give. You can't say that A or D pakka. What is A or D pakka? Either A or B. Hey, Gangadhar, what is this? Nota is not available here. Out of these 4 options, you have to select one of them. Let us see if nota is also, if you can add nota here. How much is tan inverse 4 by 3? Curie, don't get me wrong if I pronounce your name kharab se, okay? You have to know the value of tan inverse 4 by 3, bacha. This is end of Q1. Don't get discouraged, but you should know that. You should remember those values. What is sine inverse 3 by 5? What is sine inverse 4 by 5? What is cos inverse 3 by 5? What is cos inverse 4 by 5? And then what is tan inverse 3 by 4? What is tan inverse 4 by 3? All those things you should remember. Both are very standard like values are being used here. Okay. Gangadhar, sir, A is 1. Where is A1, bacha? No, A is not 1. Chalo, 2 minutes 31 seconds. I have already given you 2 minutes 31 seconds. 56% of you are going for option D. Okay, option D, A or D. No, you have to go for only one option, not A or D. Give only one option in the chat. Okay, let us see क्या होता है. Then what happened? Write small a, one a. Why writing triple times 3 times B? Bharat Hardi A. Okay. Shreya D. No portion C, sir. What is that? I don't know. Anyway, let me end the poll. Yes, I have ended the poll now. Yeah, so 61% of you have gone for option D. Purvam, what is your answer, bacha? Purvam, what is your answer? Option C. Okay. Chalo. Let us find that. Stop answering that in the chat. Okay. Now the time is up. So correct answer will be calculated now. Chalo, kaise find karna hai? We know that to find the phase difference, we should convert all the trigonometric functions into same one. Okay. If you're having sine here, you have to convert this cos into sine. Let us convert that. Can I write this as 4 into sine of omega t plus pi by 2? Same thing that we have done there. Okay. So what is the phase difference here? Phase difference is pi by 2. So what is A value? Square root of A1 square A2 square plus 2A1 A2 cos phi. Now write this in the chat. I'm asking you a question. Which should be considered as A1? Which value? What will be the value of A1, guys? Which value should be considered as A1? 3 or 4? Don't write 5, right? 3 or 4? Okay, still I'm getting some 4 answers. Okay. See, how do we decide which should be considered A1? The amplitude of the simple harmonic motion having the lesser phase. Which is having the lesser phase? This is having omega t plus pi by 2. This is having only pi by 2. So which is the A1 value? 3. This value is A1. So 3 square plus 4 square plus 2 into 3 into 4 into cos of, what is the angle? Pi by 2. So 3 square plus 4 square ka square root is what? 5. So A is 5. Abhi dekh. Those who have gone for option B and C, they have gone for Bhang. Now I'll tell you the meaning of Bhang. How many of you know Lord Shiva? So in Holi or in Mahashivratri, like there is a kind of plant, okay? If you are going to consume that, you'll get thoda sa sedated. Thoda sa nahi, bahut zyada sedated. So that is a kind of sedative, you can say that, not a drugs, but in North India, in Holi, during Holi, there are so many guys who used to consume that with butter, with milk, with cream, milk and cream, with some kind of dry fruits and all, okay? So not chillam, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Yes, so that is bhang. Bhang khadne ke baad dimag ka thoda hil jata hai sab kuch. So think here, like if I'm asking you to find the resultant equation, you should not go for B and C pakka. If you're going B and C, you are doing blunders. बहुत बड़ी गलती कर रहे हो तुम. You should never do that. Okay. So what is the answer here? So first, though, I can say this B and C can never be the answer. Those who are saying B and C, वो बहुत बड़ा blunder किया है. Okay. Please don't do that. Now, how will I find the value alpha here? So tan alpha will be written as, since I have considered this as the A1. Okay. So A2 sine phi. What is A2? This is A1. This is A2. So A2, what is A2? 4 into sine of, what is phi? Pi by 2 divided by 3 plus A1 plus A2 cos phi. A2 is 4, cos of phi is what? Pi by 2. Cos pi by 2 is 0, sine pi by 2 is 1. So I'll get tan alpha is equal to 4 by 3. Guys, what will be the value of alpha if tan alpha is 4 by 3? Write that in the chat section. What will be the value of alpha if tan alpha is 4 by 3? Yes, correct. Very good. 53 degree. See, I'll write few of the things that you should understand. Sine 37 degree, that is 3 by 5. Cos 37 degree, that is 4 by 5. Sine 53 degree, that is 4 by 5. Cos 53 degree, 3 by 5. You can easily figure out what is tan 37, tan 53. So tan 37 degree is what? 3 by 5, and tan 53 degree will be 4. Sorry, not 3 by 5, 3 by 4. 3 by 4, and tan 53 will be 4 by 3. Okay, these values you should know for sure. Okay, chalo, and now I got the value of alpha. What should be the answer? Y will be written as amplitude. What is the resultant amplitude? 5 into sine of phase of y1, which you have considered as a1. Okay, what is the value of y1? Phase of y1 is what? Omega t. So omega t plus alpha. What is alpha? 53 degree. So which is the correct answer? Option B is the correct answer. Ritesh, everybody others, those who have logged option D, correct answer है. ठीक है? Congratulations. Very good guys. Keep it up. अच्छा लगा. ठीक है? चलो. Now class is till 6:45. It's 6:42. So I'm going to end the class here only. ठीक है? Theoretical part is over. To find the superposition of simple harmonic motions, you have to do like this one. Okay? I'll share some assignments with you. Today, in your notes section, you will find some assignments. NEET guys, one separate assignment will be given to you. And for JEE guys, separate assignment will be given to you. On Monday, there will be doubt solving session. Okay? On Monday, there will be few important questions that will be solved by us. Okay? Abhinav sir will also contribute. I'll try to also contribute. Okay? So you are having 2 to 3 days left. So that assignment must be solved by you. Okay. So today, before 8 o'clock or before 7 o'clock, I'll try to upload that assignment for you. Everybody has to solve that. Okay. So please do that. Otherwise, I'll pakka talk to you personally. So now before leaving the class, okay, before leaving the class, I want to explain something to you. Okay, so let me stop the recording. So guys, this is it for today. Don't leave the class yet. Okay, don't leave the class. I have an announcement to make. Okay, but before that, let me stop the recording.